That is not what you want. But let's face it, even the pros, beginners, it doesn't matter. Eventually, you're gonna get a backlash. That's just the way it is. That's part of using a bait casting reel, especially if you're trying to skip a jig under a dock or something, you're gonna get a backlash. So over the years, I've kind of learned a little system to get a backlash out, and most of the time, if you're patient and you don't just freak out, you can get a backlash out. The biggest thing is, you can see this loop right here. This is what's causing most of the problem. So if you can kind of get that loop worked around here, bear with me here. I don't know if this is gonna... if you can get those loops worked around where that line gets over the top on itself, that's where your problem occurs. See, this loop right here is causing the problem now. So you just kind of, the best thing to do is to keep pulling at those loops. And if you can find the one that's causing the major issue, that's what you need to get out. Let me try something here. All right, one little tip that I've found, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it will work. Hold down on the spool, actually engage the reel, and make 2 or 3 turns of the reel handle. All right, it didn't work that time. Let's try it again. Didn't work that time. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 times of doing it before it'll work. See, it worked that time a little bit. Worked a little more. But when you do that, eventually you'll work your way down to where you can get it out. Most of the time. Like I said, if it works, I'll look like a genius. If not, there it went. All right, so I finally got the problem loop out. And instead of just stripping that line off super fast, because what will happen is when you get those little loops in your line and you pull against it, you're actually kinking that line, and it's never good to kink fluorocarbon line. So kind of take it easy with it and make sure you get it all the way out, because if you don't get all those loops out with fluorocarbon and you go to make another cast, sometimes you can actually break that line down in there. You can see now I got all those loops out of there. I'm free and clear. Hold tension on that line. Reel it back up on the spool, and when you reel it back up on the spool, make sure it goes back on evenly and you're ready to go fish again. Let's face it, we all get backlashes. It's part of fishing, it's gonna happen, but if you're patient and you watch what you're doing, you can get them out.